Hey. I want to bring up a topic real quick, but it made me think of something else. Um, I was just thinking when we were talking about loyalty. I was thinking about loyalty, right? And so when God asked Adam, did he eat the apple? He pointed, he pointed to Eve, not his mouth. He was like, he asked, did you eat the apple? And that was in his mouth, and he pointed to Eve. Eve didn't eat the apple for him, he ate it. Anyway, we were talking about, I saw something that I might have done a vlog about this the other day when they were talking about open marriages and stuff like that. And my point about that is that, in this show, it was CI, and, the guy walked in on the wife while she was in a hotel with her young lover, right? And the guy walked in, her husband walked in, shaked his hand and everything. Something happened with one of their kids and it was an emergency. He needed to talk to his wife right away. So he went to the hotel and had to get a key or something. I don't know. But it was like, oh, nice to meet you. How you doing? All that stuff. Just open marriage, didn't care. Then when the wife got sick, it was like family time, and the guy who was the boyfriend tried to bring her some flowers while they were together, and they were both like, hey, this ain't your time, this is family time, It's like, you're not part of the family, you're just a sex thing, and take the flowers with you, when you don't even want them, So my point is that, sometimes, what the moral of the story is that they were supposed to have this open communication, and really what happened is that the husband didn't want to have sex, but he was keeping the secret because he had this gambling problem and he wasn't being open. So it had nothing to do with open communication, even though he was letting her having sex. He was doing it because that's what she needed at the time. He didn't need it, but he had some other problems. So what she found out is that, she really loved him and that he actually needed to be more open and honest, and that maybe that's probably why their marriage was suffering in the first place. I don't know. But my point is, I'm not condoning adultery or anything like that, but people don't get divorced from adultery. People get divorced from unforgiveness. Divorce is law. Adultery can be forgiven. People make mistakes. People get in situations. People don't see eye to eye. People go through situations all the time. But marriage is a vow and it's a commitment. And so I really believe that people should try to work it out and everything like that, if you a cheater and you ain't just gonna stop cheating, okay? If you married a cheater, then that person is a cheater. That's not gonna change, in general. People do change too, so you never know, But I don't believe that as soon as somebody has sex with somebody that you should just tear down your whole establishment. You're talking about years, over one night, or even a few nights, or over a year, whatever. I don't know, I just, I'm not, that doesn't change the laws of marriage, but, as my friend Red Code said, marriage, the rules, just because you doing what you want to do, don't change marriage. People change, not marriage, is an establishment, Now, I have some question of that because in the old days in the Bible, they had several wives, and adultery didn't really have to do with anything that you sleeping with. Adultery meant taking somebody else's wife. David, the king, he had 70 wives. I don't know, 7 or 70, I don't know. that wasn't adultery. He treated all his wives good. It wasn't until he went after somebody else's wife. Basically, you had as many wives as you can afford. But if a man can only afford one wife and you go and take his one wife, then you're an adulterer. Even though you had 7 wives at home. So adultery is, I saw a skit on my birthday. Now, my birthday, thanks to my Facebook friends, reminded me that my birthday is tomorrow. But a couple of years ago, I saw a skit with Monique at Kleinhands on my birthday, and she said, the other mistress, that's the day after. She called her bitch, which is like, that's the day after chick. That's the day after chick. She the day after Christmas, the day after the holidays, the day after Thanksgiving. You don't call the mistress don't call during the day, during the holiday. You the day after. Know your place, wait your turn. As Rihanna said, wait your turn. Anyway. She's like, I'm not trying to tear up my whole lifestyle because of this chick, Anyway, personally, I'm not married and I don't even have a girlfriend, so I don't really, my opinion don't count for much in this situation. My birthday is tomorrow. I had nothing planned. I did clean up. I just happened, because I happen to have some time, and so, I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna get my car. My neighbor is so nice. He asked me. He said, "When you gonna get your hot ride on the road?" I got a car now, so I gotta focus on that. And I'm just reassessing. My life. I feel like I have done. My 7-year grind of becoming realizing my dreams, being an independent, a freelance animator. I've had that dream before I left for New York, of being here in Buffalo. And so here I am freelancing and doing that, and actually, doing a little supervising and stuff like that. So that's like a 7-year dream that I now at 48 years officially over. So I'm moving on to the next part of my life, which is really what I want to do, and hopefully I can make enough business to really pay for and budget out and do my films and games and things like that. But I am so ready for it. I'm telling you, y'all. And it's been hard. That was some hard. I paid my dues. I paid the cost to be the boss, y'all. I ain't lying, and I ain't even there, I ain't near where I want to be, but I'm just going to be focusing on my assets, the good stuff. If you're not an asset, I can't focus on you, People in my life, I'm sorry, it's just like, I've done my deed, I've done the best I can. If you ain't, I started to exit out folks, and I'm liking it. I'm on the roll, I'm really blessed, to have family and friends. But anybody that don't want to act right, get out. It's over. I'm almost 50, I'm 48. I'll be 48. So, God bless you. That's my one blog of the day. Have a good one. Bye. Talk to you tomorrow. It'll be my birthday.